Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, the Cubs are here for Game 2 out of 3 in Pittsburgh, trying to build on yesterday's success, which was a 4-3 victory. And now, for today's game, the Cubs are going to be sending Chris Archer out to the mound. He is making his first start after a gallant performance in a doubleheader last week. Archer is making start number 11. He has a 5-3 record with a 2.81 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. The Cubs lineup today will be Horner, Correa, Rizzo, Santana, Harper, Springer, Ramos, Archer, and Paredes batting ninth. For the Pirates, Trevor Williams will be on the mound. He's making start number 10 with a 3-3 record. He has a 2.68 ERA and a 1.40 WHIP. The Pirates lineup will be Newman, Reynolds, Martin, Bell, Polanco, Caratini, Hayes, Riddle, and Williams batting ninth. It is 62 degrees today, wind blowing out to center at 9 mph, and it is time to get today's game underway. As Nico Horner steps up to the plate for the Cubs, and Trevor Williams is on the mound making his warm-up tosses. The Cubs, still in first place in the NL Central, trying to hang on to the lead and continue to potentially build on that today. Horner at the plate, facing off with Williams. Williams is looking for the sign. He shakes him off a couple of times, and here's the pitch. And Horner takes strike 3 on the inside corner, a curveball, and that is going to be strikeout number 1. Next up, Carlos Correa. 1 out, nobody on. A 3-ball count to Carlos Correa, and he takes low for ball 4, so that will be a walk. Williams issues the 1-out walk, and that will bring up Rizzo. 1 out, 1 man on. Rizzo facing Williams with a 1-1 count. And Rizzo lines it down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases going all the way into the corner. Rizzo rounding first, heading for second. Correa is going to stop at third, and Rizzo has a 1-out double here in the top of the first inning. So the Cubs now with second and third and 1 out, and Danny Santana coming up to the plate. Santana has been the Cubs' hottest hitter for the last week or so. He comes up now to face Williams with 1 out and 2 men in scoring position. Here's the first pitch to Santana. He's going to ground that one to short. The throw goes over to first, and Santana's retired. As the run scores, that will be a fielder's choice. And now with 2 outs, the Cubs take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Bryce Harper the next batter. 2 outs, runner on second. Harper facing Williams, trying to add another run to the Cubs total. Here's a 2-1 count, and there's a looper into right. Is that going to drop in? No, that is caught for the 3rd out of the inning. So Harper flies out to right, which ends the inning. The Cubs score once, taking a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the first inning. Newman, the batter, leading off against Chris Archer here in the bottom of the first inning. A 2-ball count, and Archer looking to deliver the pitch. Here it comes. And there's a liner into right field. On the run is Harper. He makes the catch on a hop, and that's a leadoff single. So now Reynolds, the batter, with a runner on first, nobody out. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And there's a bunt down the third base line. Paredes has it. He fires over to first, and that will be the first out of the inning. The sacrifice advances the runner Newman over to second. And now Martin is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 1-2 count. And a liner down the right field line. That's going to drive in the run, I believe. Harper cuts it off. The throw comes home to the cutoff man. Oh, but they don't test Harper's arm. The runner stops at third, so now with 1 out, runners on the corners, Archer is facing Bell here in the bottom of the first inning. Comes up by 1. Here's the 1-ball count and the pitch. And Bell pops it up behind third base. Paredes going back in short left field down the line. He makes the running catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Polanco now the batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Here is the full count pitch to Polanco, and it is high. It is ball 4, so Archer issues the walk. The bases are now loaded as Caratini comes up to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning. Archer, the pitcher, facing Caratini. Here's a full count pitch. And that's a liner down the right field line. Chasing is Harper. He plays it on a hop. 1 run scores. And the Pirates have tied up this game here in the bottom of the first inning. I feel like Harper could have been a 2-run score on that play. So the Pirates score twice on the Caratini RBI single. And now they have a 2-1 lead. I feel like Harper could have probably been a little more aggressive, but since he got hurt earlier in the season, it seems like he's holding back. So now, Brian Hayes is the batter with 2 outs, runners on the corners here in the bottom of the first. Hayes facing Archer with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, so Archer gets the punch out to end the inning. However, the Pirates score twice. We go to the top of the second with a 2-1 ball game. Springer facing Williams here in the top of the second inning. 1 ball count. George Springer waiting for the pitch. And a grounder over to third, picked up by Hayes. The throw goes over to first, and Springer's retired for the first out of the inning. Ramos now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Williams with the pitch. And that is low. It is ball 4. Wilson Ramos draws the walk. A little too early in the game to pinch run for him, but Archer coming up now is going to be looking to lay down the sacrifice. With 1 out, the runner on first. Here's the pitch to Archer. He lays down a beautiful bunt down the first base line. The first baseman has it. He flips to the second baseman, who's covering first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Ramos successfully sacrificed down to second, and now Paradas the batter. He comes up with 2 outs and the runner on second here in the top of the second inning. 2-2 is the count. Paradas waiting for the pitch, and he swings and misses for strike 3. So that'll end the inning. The Cubs strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the second of a 2-1 ball game. Archer facing Riddle here in the bottom of the second. 1 strike count. Archer looking to deliver the pitch. And there's a drive to right center field. That is going to be trouble on the run, and that's going to be gone. Springer tried to jump, but it cleared the wall. That is 411 feet to right center field, and the Pirates now have a 3-1 lead. Williams now the batter. Bottom of the second inning, nobody out, nobody on. 1 run already in. Here's the pitch to the pitcher Williams, and there's a liner into center field. Springer on the run, and this time he does make the play. A diving catch for the first out of the inning. Archer now facing Newman. 1 out, nobody on base. Archer working with a full count. Here comes the pitch. And that is low and away for ball 4, so that is a walk. As Archer issues the 1-out walk, and now Reynolds the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Archer, and that's a check swing for strike 3. Ramos gets the appeal on that one, and now with 2 outs and the runner on first, Martin is the next batter. Archer with 48 pitches already with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Archer gets the strikeout to end the inning. The Pirates score again on the solo home run. We're going to the top of the third of a 3-1 ball game. Horner leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the third inning. Williams with a full count. Here comes the pitch, and there's a check swing that is low. It is ball 4, so the umpire rules he did not go around. And Horner with the leadoff walk. Correa now the batter. Nobody out, 1 man on. Correa facing Williams with a 3-1 count. That is also low for ball 4, so lead off back-to-back walks. That's walk number 4 for Williams, and it brings up Anthony Rizzo. He is 1 for 1 today. He's facing Williams with runners on first and second, nobody out in the top of the third inning. Rizzo looking to help the Cubs tie up this ball game. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and he drives that one in the gap in right center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Extra bases for Rizzo, rounding first, heading to second. Is he going to go for a triple? 1 run is in. Is there another run coming home? No, the second runner stops at third, so Rizzo drives in the run on an RBI double, and this is now a 3-2 ball game. Danny Santana is the next batter. Runners on second and third, nobody out in the top of the third inning. Santana facing Williams with a 1-strike count, and he pops that one up to center field. This should be deep enough. The center fielder makes the play, and the throw goes to the cutoff man as the runner on third tags up to come home, and the Cubs have now tied this game off of the bat of Danny Santana, a sacrifice RBI fly ball. So we have now a 3-3 ball game, and Bryce Harper comes up to the plate with 1 out and the go-ahead run on second. Harper facing Williams with a 3-1 count. And there's a drive down the right field line. I believe he got all that one. Kiss it goodbye. Bryce Harper with a 2-run home run, giving the Cubs a 5-3 lead. 347 feet down the right field line. That seems like that'd be a routine fly ball in some stadiums. However, with the short right field porch here in Pittsburgh, Harper tallies 2, and the Cubs now have a 4-run rally going in the top of the 3rd inning. George Springer is the next batter with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Here's a 1-ball count and the pitch to Springer. Here it comes. There's a liner into left field. That's going to drop in for another base hit. It goes all the way to the wall. Springer heading for extra bases as the left fielder gets it back into the cutoff man. Springer with a 2-out double here in the 3rd inning, keeping the inning alive. Or excuse me, a 1-out double, and Wilson Ramos now the batter. So with the pitcher's spot coming up, I think that what we're going to do, gosh, is that even really an option? I'm not sure that he's an improvement. I don't know if I can bring Godley into a tie game. We're going to go ahead. So if I warm up Godley, he would have to come in and pitch the middle innings of this game. If I warm up Sale, then Godley has to start tomorrow. I'm actually better off warming up Struble and letting him pitch the middle innings. So, Ramos now the batter with 1 out and the runner on second here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ramos facing Adam Clymer here in the top of the 3rd. Clymer coming in out of the Pirates bullpen. He has a 1-1 record, thrown 12 innings, walked 4, struck out 11 with a 3.75 ERA. Here's a 1-2 pitch, and Ramos swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the 2nd out of the inning. And now Archer is up, and he is going to be pinch hit for. We're going to let Erie Adrianza pinch hit for the pitcher's spot here in the 3rd inning. Adrianza, the switch hitter, comes up from the left side against the righty Clymer with a runner on second and 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. 1-1 is the count. Adrianza waiting for the pitch, and there's a grounder over to first, picked up by Bell. He steps on the base, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs score 4 times and take a 5-3 lead into the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now Skubal is going to come in and pitch out of the bullpen for the Cubs. He is going to be asked to throw some middle inning relief in this ballgame because Archer just does not have it here today. Skubal coming out of the bullpen has thrown 35 2/3 innings, walked 12, struck out 45 with a 2.78 ERA. Skubal facing Bell here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Full count. Here comes the pitch. And that is strike 3 called right on the outside corners. A fastball at 102 miles an hour. First out of the inning, and it brings up Polanco. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike pitch from Skubal. And that's a grounder over to first. Rizzo has this one. He flips to the pitcher covering, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. Caratini now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here is the first pitch from Skubal, and that is a pop-up to center. Chasing is Springer toward left center. He gets up and makes the catch for out number 3. So that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Cubs. We go to the top of the 4th of a 5-3 ball game. Keimer is still the pitcher, facing Isaac Paradas here in the top of the 4th inning. Here comes the pitch to Paradas. And there's a liner into center field, but that's going to be caught by the shortstop. Man, that looked like it had center field written all over it, but Paradas lines out for the first out of the inning. Next up, Nico Horner. 1 out, nobody on. 2 strike count to Nico Horner. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Strikeout number 2 for Keimer, and it brings up Correa. 2 outs and nobody on. A full count as Correa gets ball 4, low and in. So that is a 2-out walk issued to Carlos Correa. It brings up Anthony Rizzo. 2 outs, 1 man on. Rizzo facing Keimer. Here comes the pitch. Rizzo swinging and a ground ball over to second. The second baseman picks it up. He throws to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the 4th with a 5-3 ball game. And now Skubal is going to pitch against Cabrian Hayes here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Pirates. Here's a 2-2 count, and Skubal delivers the pitch. Strike three. And a swing and a miss for strike three. That fastball came in at 99. And now Riddle the batter. One out, nobody on. 3-0 pitch to Riddle. And low for ball four, so the walk is issued. That is the first base runner the Pirates have gotten off Skubal. Next up is Keimer with one out, one man on. Here's the pitch. The pitcher grounds it over to short. Correa over to Horner, the relay to first, and that's a 6-4-3 double play. So the Cubs infield defense executes the twin killing. We go to the top of the fifth of a 5-3 ball game. Santana facing Keimer here in the top of the fifth inning. A one strike count. Santana is waiting for the pitch. That is a swing and a miss. The ball gets away. I believe it rolled to the backstop, but what just happened there? I think they threw down to first to complete the strikeout. So that is the first out of the inning. Now Bryce Harper, the batter. He had a home run his last time up, giving the Cubs the lead in the top of the third inning. He's now going to face Keimer with one out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count as Harper waits for the pitch. And there's a pop-up, this one into short right field. Coming in is the right fielder who makes the catch for out number 2. Springer now the batter, 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Springer waiting for the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, which will end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the fifth of a 5-3 ball game. So Skubal coming out for inning of work number 3. He's going to face Newman here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 1 ball count. Skubal with the pitch, and that's a grounder over to second. Horner plays on a hop. He throws to first, and that is the first out of the inning. Reynolds now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Skubal delivers, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Fastball at 98, and he gets him for the third strikeout of this appearance. Now Skubal facing Martin with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-1 is the count. And there's a liner into center field coming in fast as Springer with the sliding catch to end the inning. So Skubal faces the minimum. We go to the top of the sixth of a 5-3 ball game. Ramos now facing Keimer here in the top of the sixth inning. How many pitches has Skubal thrown? He has thrown 32 pitches. We're going to go ahead and let him pitch in the sixth inning. We're not going to warm up a reliever. Ramos leading off with a full count. Here comes the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's the first out of the inning. It brings up the pitcher Skubal with 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. And a liner down the left field line. Well, that certainly paid off as Skubal has a 1 out single here in the top of the sixth inning. So now Paradas the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. Paradas is going to face the new Pirate reliever Kyle Crick. He has thrown 20 innings, walked 6, struck out 20 with a 1.80 ERA. Paradas, 0 for 2 today, is going to be asked to lay down the bunt here in the top of the sixth inning. Here comes the pitch. Paradas lays down the bunt right back at the mound. The throw goes over to first, and that is the second out of the inning. So Paradas sacrifices the runner over to second, which will bring up Nico Horner. 2 outs and 1 man on. Cubs looking for an insurance run here in the sixth inning. Full count to Nico Horner, and he takes up and in for ball 4. Man, that was some chin music. Horner's going to take first. And now, with first and second and 2 outs, Carlos Correa comes up. Top of the sixth inning. Cubs looking to add to this lead. Here's a full count pitch to Correa. That is a swing and a miss. That was probably ball 4. That was way down and in. So the Cubs strand 2. We go to the bottom of the sixth of a 5-3 ball game. And now Skubal is going to face Bell here in the bottom of the sixth inning with a 2-strike count. Here comes the pitch. That's a pop-up to short right field. Coming in is Harper. He looks up and makes the catch for out number 1. Nice of Harper to make the play on the ball in the air that time. Now Polanco the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2-strike count to Polanco. Here comes the pitch. And a pop-up, a looper behind third base. The third baseman Paradas making the catch for the second out of the inning. Caratini now the batter. He drove in 2 runs earlier in this game. Facing Skubal with 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the sixth inning. Here comes the first pitch, and it's a liner down the left field line, playing, oh, that's Santana. He catches it for the third out of the inning. So we go to the top of the 7th of a 5-3 ball game, and now we are going to warm up an arm in the bullpen for the 7th inning. And we're going to see that Birdie is going to get warmed up to face the 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Pirate lineup. So Rizzo now leading off against Crick. Rizzo is 2 for 3 with an RBI in today's game. Top of the 7th inning, Cubs up 5-3. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Rizzo. And that is low. It is ball 4. So the walk is issued, and now Santana the batter. With a runner on first, nobody out. Santana facing Crick with a 2-2 count. Here it comes. That is outside. Oh, that is strike 3 called. Man, that looked like a pitch was outside. And Santana is just nodding his head going back to the dugout. So Harper now the batter, and a new pitcher, Rafael Dolis, is coming out of the Pirate bullpen. Dolis has thrown 15 in the third innings, walked 3, struck out 10 with a 4.11 ERA. Dolis will face Harper, who already has a home run in today's game, with 1 out, 1 man on in the top of the 7th inning. A full count pitch, and Harper checks his swing, but that is strike 3 called. So Harper strikes out on the fastball. And now Springer the batter with 2 outs and 1 man on. Top of the 7th inning, 1-1 is the count. And there's a liner into center field. That's going all the way to the wall. 1 hop at the base of the wall. Rizzo rounding second. He's heading for third. He's going to stop as Springer has a double with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. So now Ramos is the batter. With 2 outs, 2 men on in the top of the 7th. Are they going to intentionally walk Ramos here? I don't know. We'll see what happens. So Dolis working. Here's the first pitch. And that's a grounder toward third, picked up by the third baseman, Hayes. He throws over to first, and Ramos is retired because he is slow for the third out of the inning. So now we're going to the bottom of the 7th of a 5-3 ball game. And now we are going to, in fact, facilitate a double switch. Birdie is going to come into the number 7 spot and pitch. And Amaya is going to come in to the number 8 spot and be the new catcher. Now, with the new battery in place, Birdie on the mound, he's thrown 18 in the third innings, walked 7, struck out 21 with an ERA of 98 cents. He is going to face Hayes, Riddle, and the pitcher's spot here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cubs are up by 2. Birdie working with a 1-strike count. Here's the sign and the pitch. And a drive to right field. Harper chasing, but I believe that is going to land in the seats. So that is a solo home run to lead off the 7th inning. 407 feet out to right field. And that is made this a 1-run ball game. That was the very first pitch, I believe, that Hayes saw off of Birdie. So Birdie now facing Riddle with nobody out, nobody on, a 1-run ball game. Here's a full count pitch. And that is high and away for ball 4. That was not even close. The tying run is now on base. And we're going to have to warm up a different reliever. We're going to warm up a Cub reliever, however. In this case, it's going to have to be Blake Taylor. So Taylor is warming up in the bullpen. We're going to visit the mound. Birdie says I'm good, but Colin Moran now is the batter. Nobody out, runner on first. Tying run is on base in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 run already in. Birdie working. Here's the pitch, and Moran is, it looks like he grounds it back to the mound. The throw goes to second. They retire the lead runner. And now that was a bunt, apparently. That was a bunt attempt, although it was kind of a check swing bunt. I don't know. It was very confusing. So now Leyba is the batter. He is pinch hitting from the number 1 spot. Leyba is facing Birdie with 1 out and the runner still on first in the bottom of the 7th inning. Birdie looking to deliver the pitch, and that's a liner right up the middle. Birdie just about had his head taken off by that line drive. The throw goes to the cutoff man as the Pirates stop on first and second with 1 out. And now Reynolds the batter. And for some reason, Blake Taylor is still not warmed up. We're going to, let's see here. So there's runners on first and second. Moran is on second, but he's really not very fast. And now the Pirates actually have the go-ahead runner on base. With one out in the bottom of the seventh inning of a 5-4 ball game, Birdie is facing Reynolds. And here's a full count pitch. And that's a pop-up to center field. This is going to be deep enough to allow the runners to tag up. The throw, however, goes to the third base, well, the cutoff man on the way to third base, and the runners hold. And so now Blake Taylor is warmed up. He's ready to come in. Birdie has gotten 2 outs. There are 2 men on, 1 run already in, and Blake Taylor is going to be brought in to face Martin here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Taylor has thrown 19 2/3 innings, walked 8, struck out 22 with a 2.29 ERA. Taylor facing Martin with the tying run on second base in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's a full count pitch. Blake Taylor looking for the sign. And here is the delivery. And a grounder to second. Horner has it. He throws to first, and that ends the inning. So Taylor gets out of the jam. We go now to the top of the 8th. The Cubs still up 5-4. Cederlin has come out of the Pirate bullpen. He is the next pitcher for the Pirates. He's thrown 15 2/3 innings, walked 12, struck out 16 with a 5.17 ERA. Cederlin facing Amaya. Cubs up by 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. 2-strike count. Miguel Amaya waiting for the pitch. And here it comes. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3, so Cederlin strikes him out to begin the inning. And now Paradas coming up, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for Paradas right here. This is going to be Mike Tauschman. Tauschman is coming up to pinch hit. He's going to bat from the left side against the righty Cederlin with 1 out at the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 is the count. Tauschman waiting. That's a liner right at the first baseman Bell. Man, that was well hit, but directly at the first baseman. He made about a half of a step to his right and made that play. So 2 outs now in the inning, and Nico Horner the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Cederlin facing Horner with a 1-2 count. And the pitch, and that's a grounder up the middle. The shortstop has it. The throw quickly over to first, which ends the inning. The Cubs go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 5-4 ball game. And now we're going to see some more moves. Thairo Estrada is going to come in. He is going to bat 9th and play third base. Blake Taylor is going to remain in the game, at least for the moment. And in the 8th inning, we are also going to go ahead and warm up Junior Fernandez in the event that we need some kind of a strikeout to get out of this inning. So, Taylor facing Bell, bottom of the 8th inning, 1-run game. Here's a full count pitch to Bell. And that's a grounder over to short. Picked up by Correa. He throws to first, and that is the first out of the inning. Next up is Osuna, who is going to pinch hit for the number 5 spot. Osuna has 3 home runs, 4 RBIs, and a .235 batting average on the season. Taylor working with 1 out, nobody on. Here is the first pitch to Osuna. And a grounder toward third, picked up by Estrada. He throws to first, and that will be the second out of the inning. Estrada was in excellent position. He was basically straddling the line when he made that play. So now with 2 outs, nobody on, Caratini is the batter. Taylor working in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-strike count. Here comes the pitch. And the pop-up to center. Going out is the second baseman. Coming in is the center fielder Springer. He makes the play, which ends the inning. So we go to the top of the 9th. It's a 5-4 ball game here in Pittsburgh. And now, so Junior Fernandez is ready to come into this game. He is going to be called upon to throw in the 9th inning. Because if we look and see Diaz threw 26 pitches yesterday. He threw 17 pitches 4 days ago. He's apparently kind of tight. I'm not saying that Diaz necessarily won't get into this game, but he's not going to be the first choice. So, Cedarland facing Correa here in the top of the ninth inning. Cubs up by 1. Here's a 1-ball count and the pitch, and there's a looper down the right field line. That is going to drop in for a leadoff single. Correa rounding first and retreating. And now, Cedarland is going to face Rizzo. With nobody out, the runner on first. As Correa is not really new. He's not really particularly fast. So Rizzo now facing Joely Rodriguez in the top of the ninth inning. Cubs up by 1. Rodriguez has thrown 13 innings, walked 14, struck out 10 with a 7.62 ERA. Rodriguez facing Rizzo, lefty versus lefty. Here is the first pitch to Anthony Rizzo. And there's a grounder over to second. The throw goes to short. The relay to first. That is a 4-6-3 double play. So the base runner is erased. The Cubs now have 2 outs and nobody on him. Danny Santana, who is 1 for 3 today, is coming up from the right side to face the lefty Rodriguez. And we're going to get Junior Fernandez back up because he needs to be ready to into this ballgame. Santana facing Rodriguez, 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3, which ends the inning. The Cubs go down as the Pirates face the minimum. We go down to the bottom of the ninth on a 5-4 ball game. And now it is time for Junior Fernandez to enter this ball game. Fernandez comes in. He has thrown 22 innings, walked 12, struck out 30, with a 2.86 ERA. He is going to be brought in to protect a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Fernandez facing Hayes to lead off for the Pirates. 1-1 is the count. Fernandez looking for the sign, and he delivers the pitch. And there's a drive into center field. Coming in is Springer. He's going to make the catch for the first out of the inning. We are, in fact, going to warm up Diaz. On the off chance that we need his services, he might just be ready. So Riddle now, with 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the ninth. Here's a 1-1 count. Fernandez delivering the pitch. And there's a looper toward shortstop. Correa goes back and makes the play in short left field for out number 2. So now, Stallings comes up to pinch hit for the Pirates. They are down to their final out. Stallings has 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and a 264 batting average. He's facing Junior Fernandez here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Cubs up by 1. Here's a 1-2 count, and Fernandez delivers the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss at a high fastball to end the game. So the Cubs are victorious 5-4 in no 1-run decision here in Pittsburgh. Cubs getting 5 runs on 8 hits with no errors. The Pirates 4 runs on 6 hits with no errors. The player of today's game is going to be the Cubs' Carlos Correa. He went 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and drew 3 walks in this ballgame. Rizzo hit 2 doubles. Santana hit a double. Springer hit 2 doubles. Harper hit his 3rd home run of the season, which actually gave the Cubs their winning margin all the way back in the 3rd inning when they scored 4 runs. So, Williams takes the loss for the Pirates. He drops to 3-4. He threw 2 1/3 innings of 3-hit 5-run baseball with 4 walks and 2 strikeouts and a home run allowed. Chris Archer threw 2 innings. He allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Tariq Skubal threw 4 shutout innings to earn the win in middle relief. And then Birdie and Taylor both got holds, and Junior Fernandez got his 2nd save of the season, working a perfect 9th inning. So the Cubs, staying in first place, they remain atop the Central Division with a 31-16 record, and the Pirates drop to 17-30. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.